We have all probably had an X-ray before. Even if it was only at the dentist, it still works the same all around the world. They are used to take a picture of the inside body parts in different shades of black and white to help doctors identify what is wrong with their patients. The X-ray was invented in 1895 by Wilhelm Röntgen. He was experimenting with a cathode tube, which is a positive energy source. He covered the tube with cardboard to keep the light from escaping, but soon realized that another screen in the lab outside of this cardboard was glowing green. This meant that rays unseen by a human eye were passing through the cardboard. Since he didn't know what the rays were called, he called them X-rays. While investigating, he accidentally got his hand where the rays were passing through, and an image of his hand appeared on the screen. To make sure he wasn't going crazy, he locked himself in his lab for the next few weeks to investigate. He put such images on pieces of film, making the first X-ray images. He also got a Nobel Prize for his invention. He died on February 10, 1923 because of cancer. Over time, the X-ray machine has obviously changed, but the main parts are still the same. The machine consists of a metal casing which surrounds a lead shield. Inside the machine there is a cathode, which is a positive energy source, and a spinning tungsten anode, which is a negative energy source. The cathode throws electrons at the anode and they collide with atoms in the anode. They then produce X-ray photons. The beams go through the glass of the machine and towards the subject. The photons go through the subject, but some get stopped or absorbed by solid parts of the object. The other beams that are not stopped go through the subject and onto a film. The whiter parts of an X-ray picture is where there is bone or metal that might have stopped the beams. On the other hand, it will be black at the lung, where the beams could easily pass through the air. Once the X-rays are on a film, you can still not see them very well. Back in the day, the people had to hold the images in front of a window to make out the image properly. But today, doctors use a scanner to put the images on the computer where they can easily identify the problem of the patient. It is still not good that these beams get caught in your body. They have increased the risk of cancer because the rays passing through might disfigure a chromosome. This one chromosome will form more disfigured chromosomes, which leads to cancer. When too many rays enter the body, they may also have many effects like vomiting, fainting, hair loss, and more. This is why doctors put a lead sheet between you and the machine where there is no need for the beams to pass through. This can stop the rays from entering the body where you do not need an X-ray image taken. The doctors and nurses exit the room for that reason to protect their own body. In the beginning of my X-ray research, it was very difficult. It was hard to find simple terms for the X-ray components. I struggled for a long time trying to figure out an easy term for an anode. It just seemed like I was reading Spanish. In the end, it simply turned out to be a negative energy source. As I figured out more terms, I learned more and more, and it actually started making sense. Now I know how an X-ray machine works. The only thing that is over my head is how the photons are formed. But I will learn that in the years to come. Once the research was complete, the rest was easy. At some points it was even fun, but other times it was frustrating. All in all, I think the greatest challenge was still the research and uncovering the meanings of the complicated scientific terms. Although at some points it was challenging, I am pleased to know what is happening as doctors and nurses are taking X-rays.